TVG is the only place where you can get guaranteed 5-2 on shared belief. Most likely one of your shortest price favorites over the 2 days at the Breeders' Cup. Yeah, you can get them at 5-2 through our mobile platform, but you have to be a TVG account holder. And again, all the details are at tvg.com. Let's get some details on international runners for the Breeders' Cup with Simon Bray.
Okay, pay close attention to the international runners. After all, it is the Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championships. No different this year, with 38 pre-entries coming from overseas. In its 30-year history, the Breeders' Cup has provided 527 runners from foreign countries, a huge number in the world's biggest stage for thoroughbred racing, 527. Of those 527, there have been 51 horses that have won Breeders' Cup races. That's 10%. So a pretty good percentage record there. Of those 51 races, 43 have been won on the turf, a surface that Europeans have dominated worldwide. The percentage to hit the board, pretty good, 25%. So from a wagering standpoint, pay close attention to those international runners. They've only blanked in 4 years in the 30-year history, and most recent being back in 2007.
Let's go back to a grading standpoint and look at some of the prominent works, the positive views of these works.
Yeah, Golden Sense, I think, was a standout for many of us on day one. A+ from me. Tom, you gave that a B. And Donna, you thought Golden Sense was good. So a consensus discussion here. Overall, I keep bringing this up. Do you think this was a good group of horses? I thought one of the best we've seen as far as the way they move, the way they look.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a really strong group, and we've got, you can just look at the past performances and see we have a strong group coming into all the Breeders' Cup races.
I agree with that totally. So, and when you're looking at these grades, sometimes finding a horse that didn't work well and one you can throw out in a race in your betting is just as important as finding one you like.
I agree with that, and I think that's the premise of the works is to look at horses that aren't doing as well going into the big race, because most of these have been working well. They all look pretty much similar, apart from the last two on the screen. They're Tis Midnight and Marchman, of course, not impressing our panel. So I thought overall, Todd, a very good group. It's just a matter of whether they're good enough to transfer, as we talked about, that form from the morning to the afternoon.
Hey, speaking of good groups, I know we have a lot of fun on the show. We rib each other throughout the hour plus.
We
but I have
Tom.
to say, you guys are absolutely the best. TVG was the first to ever do a work show, and they still remain the best because of this analyst team. Simon Bray, Tom Amoss, Donna Barton Brothers, you're amazing. Brittany, welcome to the works.
Thank
you did a
you,
wonderful
Todd.
job.
You are the best.
Oh, you're very kind. I do want to thank the people who make this possible, our sponsors, Remington Park, Luch Racing, California Thoroughbred Breeders Association, Star Guitar. The first foals have arrived, and they look beautiful. And Castleton Lions, home of Gio Ponte, and then also the racetracks that helped us out with the workout footage, Santa Anita, Keeneland, the New York Racing Association, Los Alamitos, home of California Chrome, our spotter team, led by John Mooses, out there with Joaquin Jaime at Santa Anita. Great job. TVG Operations, you're amazing putting all this together, long hours, and then TVG Graphics, mentioning Eric Pastrano, our director, Jerry Hollis, and the working tirelessly man, our boss, Kevin Grigsby. He's been putting this together for many months. Outstanding job. Biggest thank you to you for watching the works. I'm Todd Schrupp. Have a brilliant Breeders' Cup coming up Friday and Saturday.